Take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, and I fall in love.
This episode of A Conversation with John Conenna is sponsored by Generate. In today's digital age, staying ahead means harnessing the power of generative AI. Wondering how your small or medium-sized business can join this revolution? Look no further than Generate, your strategic partner for integrating cutting-edge generative AI solutions. We create personalized plans, adapting existing AI technologies to fit your specific business needs. Plus, our expert team provides essential training, empowering you to make the most of these innovative technologies. Interested in transforming your business with AI? Reach out to us at generateteam@gmail.com. That's generate, GENERAIT, team@gmail.com. And now, on with the episode.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of A Conversation with John Conenna. Tonight, we are thrilled to again have on for the second time in about 13 months. She made me wait 13 months because this girl is very busy these days. It's a pleasure to bring in again Chicago vocalist, celebrity, on fire celebrity in 2023. We're going to talk about a lot of things that you did. Daniela Crocco, what's going on with you, young lady?
Hello, I'm so happy to be back on. This is so fun.
I'm glad, so glad. Daniela, I got to tell you, this last year has been, for me to watch you go through the stages, and it was great even to see you at a venue called Johnny Cabs. Came to see you with a few people, some couples. It was fun just to see the whole Jersey thing experience that I really had never had touched on before. I had seen you sing solo vocalist, but it seems like your name has been in the news, and we're going to get to two main things, of course, tonight. Our audience, before we come on, of course, is going to see a tremendous video of you and Matteo Bocelli, which they're going to see before we get into the interview, and we're going to tap into that. What we left in 2023, it was around January, and I had asked you, are we going to have some surprises? There were not only surprises with you, you shocked the you-know-what out of me to see where you've been. Because you were in Florida at times, not only in the Chicago scene. Lead into how 23 was for you.
Honestly, I kind of shocked myself the whole year, because taking back, when was our last, was it the beginning of January?
Yeah, it was the beginning of January.
Yeah. So, wow, what 2023, not only for me, but I would say, for Jersey girls as well, it was a lot transpired, even just with our group. We were in Florida for 2 weeks for the Strawberry Festival. We started off with that, and then Deanna, my singing partner, her house burns down.
Oh,
so it started with that, and then flash forward to summer, she's pregnant, and now she's about to have a baby in 3 weeks, any day, any minute now. Yeah,
I'd seen that too, but go ahead. Yeah,
just with the Jersey girls, so much transpired just with that. Even the fact it's the fire and now baby. How does that happen?
Right,
Just 1
right.
year. But no, for me, ending the year singing with Matteo,
Oh,
that was just the icing on the cake. I will say I might have mentioned it, I think, in our last interview together, or I think I hinted it. I think I hinted it, and because it was a year in the making, I didn't know if I was for sure going to sing with him until 2 hours before the show started.
Incredible. You might have told me through our phone conversation, where was the venue with Bocelli?
It was at the Arcada Theater in St.
Okay.
Charles.
St. Charles,
Mhm.
incredible.
Yeah.
But of course,
I even opened for Umberto Tozzi over the summer too, and I got
yes,
to
I
have
had
dinner with
heard that.
him.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
was,
Wow.
yeah,
And in the Umberto Tozzi,
yeah.
was that at Copernicus Center?
That was the Displays Theater.
Displays. Okay, Ronnie's
Mhm.
Displays Theater, Ron Onesti.
Yeah.
We're speaking about Displays Theater. So what did you open up? What was the song?
For Umberto Tozzi.
Umberto Tozzi, yeah.
What did I sing? I sang a Mina song, Ancora, Ancora, Ancora.
Okay.
I did Simply the Best, How Will I Know, and Feeling Good.
Okay, so you even touched on our friend Whitney, God rest her soul, Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was just a variety of different music. You know, Ron told me something upbeat, so I figured, let me just have a selection here.
And
I don't know.
And I gotta tell you, not only did we have an Italian faction of people at Umberto Tozzi, we had a European crowd there that night.
Oh yeah,
That was a lot of people in the Displays
yeah.
Theater. So when did you find out that you were going to do the Tozzi thing? Was this all set up by Ron, or how were you?
Yeah, that was everything's always Ron. Ron, I don't know what I would do without this man. Let's see. I had a feeling, I knew I was gonna be opening for him because Ron had mentioned it, but then his concert got rescheduled or postponed or something like that. And to be
He had
honest,
a
I kind
vocal
of
problem, didn't he? I think he had something.
something
Yeah,
like that. He
yeah.
was supposed to come. I don't remember exactly. I just know it got rescheduled. So to be honest, I kind of forgot when he was coming back for the rescheduled date. And then again, that was kind of a last minute thing too. And but it always comes together. It always comes together. And you know, the show goes on.
And the show goes on, right? The show
show
doesn't
goes on.
stop there. So, I mean, the schedule for 23, I mean, are we encompassing almost 5 to 6 days a week?
You know, if you want to factor in just trying to do like rehearsing, because even not only for myself, you know, just trying to like, you know, keep on top of different material, even, you know, with the girls that I sing with, like trying to coordinate everybody's schedule, you know, it's always, and, you know, having meetings together just to make sure we're all, you know, it's flexible. Don't get me wrong. It's flexible, but I I can now say I went 1 full year as a full-time singer. It's
Without a
it's pretty
doubt.
crazy.
Yeah, because here, thank you for saying that to our audience that, thinks that, oh yeah, there she is. She's at Johnny Gibbs. She just got out of her
Right,
car. She's gonna go up and put on the microphone and start singing.
right.
Yet we don't know the process as
Yeah,
the client and the fan and who's in the venue. You're not just
right.
getting out of your car. You've got to be prepared. And of course,
Yeah.
the Bocelli part with you too. So
Mhm.
when we say, you were a full-time singer, plus you have a full-time job, but at one point I was going to ask you at a certain point during the year, I was going to call you and say, are you just full-time now singing? Because who's got time for the job? I wanted to tell you.
Yeah, no, that's what became a deciding factor. I was doing both. I was working full-time and, you know, singing full-time. And then I even switched to part-time at my other job while trying to sing full-time. And even that was becoming a lot.
Sure.
Because, you know, obviously the kind of singer that I'm trying to be, you know, it's a lot of, you know, unexpected bookings that come up where I might have to travel. And it was becoming a lot. And I kind of had to make a choice. And I'm fortunate to still live at home. I will say that.
You're a smart girl.
Um, but considering, you know, I turned 26 last year, I'll be 27 this year.
Right.
I figured if I'm going to do anything like this, now is my time to do it. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Make the run now. I
I
gotta
can
ask,
always go back and have a day job.
yeah,
Always do that.
for sure. I gotta ask you, has it become, as we move forward since the last interview, to all these great things that we are touching on tonight, has it become a choice now where, okay, I got the Jersey Girls. I'm being selected out to, open up for Tozzi, sing with Bocelli, sing. And I got to tell you, one that just, I had goosebumps. I was in my office. I turn on Channel 7, and there you are at the Columbus Day Parade singing that song in Italian with all the dignitaries behind you.
Oh
What an
yeah.
atmosphere. What an atmosphere that
Even
was.
even that was probably, aside from Matteo Bocelli, that moment, that was so cool.
And
That was, I mean, just the energy you feel just being in the middle of State and Wacker, all these
oh
like
my God.
proud Italians and Italian Americans. And again, yeah, all the people from Italy, then you have the flag and the buildings. It's like, wow. And
It was, yeah.
what you don't see is you have all these cameras and photographers in front of you. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
here I
okay.
go.
And to top it off, that day, I think it was, no, that was kind of almost like our Indian summer day, but there you were in that stunning red dress.
Oh yeah. So, and the red dress. So something you may not know, I was given, well, lended, I should say. I didn't get to keep them, but two Dolce Gabbana dresses. They shipped me two gowns for Columbus Day Parade to wear specifically for the parade, literally from their showroom from New York.
Oh, wow. Incredible.
Yeah, that
Incredible.
was
That
that
was,
was I remember joking, like me and my mom were joking. It's like, this is a very expensive box. Like the price, the value of what was in that box is
jeez.
was the most expensive thing I've ever put on my body.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and you looked great that day. But again, see how you just brought up, I mean, here I turn on Channel 7, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, there she is. There's all these people, a lot of these people I knew. But you know what my comment was? There were people in my office there, and I says, and this is in a nice way. I said, this chick's got ice water in her veins. Because, you were like, wow, I got this. There was a confidence, the presence,
Th-
like I mentioned in interview 1 with you. You just knocked it out of the park for me.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That
Thank
was
you.
fantastic, fantastic. So let's go back to the Florida thing for a second. Were
Okay.
Florida venues, were they privates, or how are you getting into
Yeah.
Florida and these other things?
So we've done a few different things out in Florida. Strawberry Festival, and then we've done another festival in Orlando area. But I also, with the Jersey Girls, we do the venue or events for Fort Lauderdale Film Festival. And that, how it works is, you know a guy that knows a guy, like as simple as that. We know a rich guy here that knows a richer guy out
Mm.
there, and then that's how we get booked. But we've been doing their events for, oh my God, 3 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, they always call us, they love us. It's a good time. We've become friends now. Like if I'm ever in Fort Lauderdale area, I feel comfortable to be like, "Hey, where are you guys at? Like, let me meet up with you." Or like, I know if I'm ever in a bind, he would like give me a room to stay in, no problem. Like
Wow.
just very, good relationships with everybody there. But yeah, no, it's for the Fort Lauderdale Film Festival, and we usually do like a derby party, and the gentleman out there with the film festival, there's always some themed party. So the last event we did, other than the derby party, it was ships and sailors
Okay.
after the main event at the Hollywood Casino. So basically, it was mermaids, pirates, sailors. And it was funny because it was around Halloween time or shortly after. And we just so happened to do a Halloween event, and we decided, this is before we knew what the event theme was about ships and sailors.
Right, right, right.
We decided
I lost your voice. You good now?
Oop.
There,
Can you hear me?
I got you. I got you now.
Okay. I don't
You
know
were
why
saying,
the volume went low
yeah.
on your end. Can you hear me
How
okay?
about now? Am I good now?
You're low. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, I'll talk a little bit louder if you can. Yeah, can you hear me?
There we go. Okay,
Okay,
I
good,
got
good,
it.
good.
I
Okay,
got
good.
it, got it. Sorry.
No, no, no.
So what was I saying? Oh, we just so happened to be mermaids for Halloween that year. And then we get a call from the gentleman out in Florida that's booking us and goes, do you think you guys would be mermaids for my event? And we're like, what are the odds? We just so happen to have mermaid costume.
Oh my God.
It was like, I don't know how that happened, but it did.
Oh, wow. Incredible,
Yeah.
incredible. Oh my God. So the Florida thing has opened up some doors then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been in Florida a lot.
And
A lot of Florida.
Daniela, have you been out there like weeks at a time?
For the Strawberry Festival, we were there for 2 weeks.
That's what
We
I
performed
thought.
every day for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Otherwise, every other time I've been there, it's been for like extended weekends, like a Thursday through a Sunday or like a Friday through a Monday type of thing.
Okay. And how far in advance are you notified that you got these gigs in Florida? How far in advance?
The big festivals usually will know almost a year or like, yeah, I would say a year in advance.
Okay. So
Almost.
yeah, I mean, it's set into your
Yeah.
schedule where you
Yeah.
can work around the Jersey girls, where you guys
Yeah.
are working the clubs here, what's ever going on at Arcata and everything else, correct?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
which is nice because you have to kind of work that all in. But the ones in Florida are basically it's you and the Jersey girls.
Yeah. Mainly.
Correct. Correct.
I've done like a private, like I've been flown out for a wedding before, just myself, but mostly it's with the Jersey girls.
Yeah, that is fantastic. I mean, just
Yeah.
incredible. Um, to go back to the Columbus thing before we get into the one that I want to talk about here, of course,
I know.
Bocelli. The Columbus thing. I mean, when were you notified about that? Because the reason why I want to bring up Columbus, every year for the last 3 years, I've been contacted to bring in a lot of these people in from Italy for flights.
Mm.
So, it's a big to do. I mean, Ronnie starts this process with me in July to bring in these mayors and dignitaries and
Yeah.
everything else. When did you get the call? Hey, Daniela Crocco, you're singing the Italian national anthem on October 11th.
So I kind of knew already, like, I knew like that was gonna be what I'm doing for the whole year. Like even like after I did it last year,
Yes.
I already knew for the previous year, you can count on doing this again, but I had no idea the extent of what Ron was putting together. The fact that, this particular Columbus Day that he had the opening ceremony broadcasted this time because before it was never live, the national anthem. It
No.
was no, this year he broadcasted everything. He made it like just an epic Columbus Day. And that I knew, oh my God, I think like maybe a few weeks
Few
before the
weeks.
Columbus, yeah, that it was
Wow.
gonna be, well, that it was gonna be live broadcasted.
Okay. No, but like
And
when did
then,
you know that, okay, I'm singing on the 11th? Did you know by summer or no?
oh, I knew like the whole year. Like I
Oh,
knew
yeah.
the whole year. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But
Yeah.
the extent of being live
This
broadcasted,
one.
having the Dolce Gabbana, well, the Dolce Gabbana dresses, I found that out
Incredible.
literally again a few weeks before. I'm taking my measurements, sending it to the Dolce people. It was like, okay, a Cinderella moment for me.
For
And
sure.
what else? Yeah, and then the whole, opening ceremony being broadcasted, which again is great footage to
No.
have for myself, just, as I go on with this career. again, Ron knows what he's doing,
Doing, yes.
and he really
Yeah,
he
no,
really just has
it
my
was
back and
fabulous.
helped me in any way he can.
Let's talk about some kudos to you after just that. And please feel free to tell us if you want to. Did
Yeah.
you get a great feedback from people that were there, people that you saw, people that you work with? Did you get the feedback, hey, Daniela, like I had said here tonight, you knocked this out of the park. This was
Oh yeah.
amazing. I mean, you were
Yeah.
stunning that day. What
Thank you.
did you get what kind of feedback did you get back from this?
I mean, all good feedback, everything positive. You know, my main goal out of Columbus Day, especially because all these people from Italy were there, is to hopefully with the networking and just building the relationships with them, like maybe they'll want to bring me to Italy to sing
Yeah.
for a festival. And it just so happened.
Mm,
I don't want to
I know.
say 100% because it's not fully confirmed,
Yes.
but I am possibly, I'll say possibly, singing in Mola di Bari at
Oh,
their huge festival in September.
September, La Festa della Madonna.
Yes. Yes,
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 yes, yes.
yes.
La Festa della Madonna. Oh, wow. And of course, but that really touches my heart because it's my parents' hometown.
Well,
Um,
right, and Body, like, my mom, we're from
Oh,
Body, we're Barese,
Teresa,
so it's
Teresa
like,
Crocco, sure.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's so cool. So the fact, like that was my goal out of Columbus Tape Parade, and it's happening. Well, it might happen. I don't know for sure, but there's a very good chance that it's happening.
I got a feeling. Yeah. By the way, I got you know the mayor, but I know the mayor too, so I got a feeling.
Yeah, he very nice man.
I got no, that is fantastic because I have to tell you something, Daniela, since I was a kid, this feast is just something that the people from Puglia, the body, they are attracted to this feast and they
I
want to
know.
go to it. So you, my friend, you will get another Dolce Gabbana and let it all hang out.
That would be amazing. And just the thought of the fact that they're asking me, like flying me from America to go sing at their, like, it's, I don't know, it's cool to just put it in perspective of what is potentially happening here. Like,
Like,
again, you asked me 5 years ago, I'm telling you, I never would have thought this would be becoming a
yeah.
reality, for just
But
being able to say that I'm doing things like this.
But now if and again, just for what you've done and everything else, this again too, if it's Italy, another place, if it's Florida, you're developing, you're getting out of that. You're not just the Chicago vocalist, you're becoming that possible world stage vocalist. You just don't
Yeah.
know. And here's the corker of this. You've done things at 25 and 26 years old that others still in their 40s or 50s or my age in the 60s haven't done it yet. So you
I
have to
know.
take that as the compliment of compliments. All
Thank you.
right. So it's about, let's say, just give me the timeline. It's about 4 or 5 weeks ago. You're on stage with Bocelli. Can you take us through that and how that? I know you said it was a couple hours before, but I thought the Columbus Day was, and when I saw you sing that song in that black dress, I
Thank
hate to
you.
keep bringing up the clothes, but I remember everything. And matter
I
of
mean,
fact, I watched the Academy Awards the other night, and there he was with his father. Did you see that?
oh, I sure did. I sure did. I would never miss a performance.
I love you. No, I said that night I'm watching the Academy Awards. I go, yeah, Daniela sang with him.
Right. Right.
No, but take us through Matteo Bocelli and the
You
whole.
know, like I said, that moment was a year in the making. And again, I didn't know 2 hours before if it was for sure happening. Basically the night before, Ron, in his, he goes, "Hey, what are you doing a Thursday night or whatever night it was? I think it was a Thursday." And I go, nothing. Why? You want to have dinner with, Matteo Bocelli? And I go, yeah, I think I can clear up my schedule.
I just have to cancel John Canetta's podcast. No problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm free. Yeah. Let me see.
Oh my God.
So yeah, he had me have dinner with them, and it was with Matteo, some of his management, and just the other people that were in the orchestra. And we went to Pescatore, which everyone, I don't know if
On River Road.
everyone knows this. Whenever Andrea comes, his father, they do eat at, well, he likes to go to Pescatore.
Pescatore, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's where we went. And we just sat at the table, we had dinner, and I don't know, we were just talking, and I remember he had asked me, what do I sing? Do you sing pop or classical? And I'm just like, both. Like,
Yeah.
and
You're laid it on thick.
right. Long story short version. Again, it was still in that moment, like, not confirmation. It wasn't up to Matteo. I mean, he could try to push for it, but it's up to the management. They are so
Okay.
just very strict with what happens, right?
Okay. I can understand.
So as we're saying our goodbyes, Matteo, he's like, come to my sound check tomorrow. And I go, okay, no problem. He goes, what duets do you know? And I listed just a couple of random duets that I would think he would know. Obviously, the prayer, Vivo per lei, like just things like that, because I don't know, right?
Right.
And he suggested, he asked me if I knew Can't Help Falling in Love. And I go, yes. Thank God I knew the lyrics to that song, because that obviously would have been stressful if I didn't.
Right.
But he said, listen to my father's version and come to my sound check tomorrow. So I was like, absolutely. I mean, I listened to this on repeat the whole morning into the afternoon as I'm just getting ready, just literally repeat, just to get the structure.
And you're listening to his version, correct?
To his father's version, just so I can get the structure of how it's done as a duet.
Got it.
To know when to come in. And I just knew I needed to show up to that sound check. And in the event I do sing with him, I needed to nail it on the first try. So I remember me and my mom were sitting in the sound check, because he had a live sound check, or a VIP sound check, I meant to say. And honestly, I'm kind of getting defeated, and I'm like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, because at this point, if we're going based on the time schedule of the night,
sure,
the doors were supposed to open 10 minutes as the sound check's ending, and people are still taking pictures, and and I'm just sitting there with my mom, and I'm like, it's not happening. And then everyone left. And then they start speaking Italian. I kind of understood. And obviously I'm looking at my mom for reassurance, and she
sure,
like nudges me and she goes, you're singing.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my God. Okay.
Good luck,
And
charm, Teresa Crocco. Yeah.
I'm being very calm, but internally I'm like, you see like the funny gif of Kermit the Frog going like, woo! That's me internally. And I'm not aware. I really, I wasn't expecting anything. He waves for me to come on the stage. So I go on the stage, and I'm like, so he goes, so we're going to rehearse the song, we'll, whatever you need, however many times you need to run it. It's being very nice. And I'm like, okay, I was like, let's just try it. Cause I felt obviously very confident. I've been rehearsing it all day. And, we did it the first time, and it was, it was pretty good. And I think everyone.
Could you tell by his facial expressions that he liked what he's, not because he liked what he saw, but I mean, liked what he heard.
Oh yeah. Let's just put it this way. If they didn't like it, I would have not been singing, I guess. And his manager especially would not have allowed that to happen.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay.
So, and honestly, I still, even at the sound check, as we're rehearsing it, I'm still like, I just thought it was, just with the sound check. Like, I didn't think I was gonna perform it live still. So I remember asking him on stage, I go, are we doing this for the show? And he's like, well, of course. I'm like, oh, I thought this was just for fun. Because I really like, I'm in awe. I'm
Did he
like,
like
whatever.
did he like the levity part of you? Did he like the kidding?
Yeah, he laughed. I made him laugh, that's for sure.
It's great.
So, yeah, I mean, I came prepared. I mean, I brought my clothes in the car. I didn't bring it in with me because, I didn't want to seem like a weirdo, like, oh, here's my clothes.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Because I overthink everything,
You
right?
would have changed on North Avenue,
Right, exactly. But no, I mean, after that, then it was showtime and I was hanging out in the green room, like, here he is, here we all are.
Jeez.
And once everyone went upstairs, like, that's when I got ready. Because to be honest, I wanted everyone to see me just right when I walked out. So it's just kind of like everything was a surprise.
Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, and
Hey,
then
can I say something? I'm going to date myself, but I think you'll too
yeah.
with the singers. That duet that you did with him, Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
Mhm.
You know what it reminded me of? When Lionel Richie sang with Diana Ross, Endless Love.
Oh, yeah.
Like you guys had done it over and over and over again.
And it felt like that. It was so, I
Yeah.
mean,
And then
I
the
think
body
so. I
language.
hope he thinks so.
Yeah, the body language was, I mean, because you're looking at one another like, you never
Right.
looked at this guy before except at dinner at Pescatore,
Right.
And
Right,
then,
exactly.
I mean, I zeroed in on that. It was fantastic, just fantastic.
Yeah, I know. It was, I mean, just I was on cloud nine. Like, regardless of what happens after this, let's say if I never sing with him again, I mean, just having that moment, I'm so grateful. I will cherish it forever. The fact that I just remember being a 14-year-old and I'm singing at a Pescatore Christmas dinner. And I remember, I think I was singing Nessun Dorma, and the owner comes out of his office. And I remember him saying, I never come out of my office. I don't remember his name, to be honest.
I'm sure it was Vito Barbenente.
Maybe, yeah,
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, him.
And right. And he goes, do you know who comes here? And I go, no, who? And I'm like 14. And he goes, Andrea Bocelli. You need to sing with him. You need to sing with them. And you're gonna sing with him. So and I told Matteo this story. So like I just kind of looked at it in perspective, like it's just how everything came full circle. And now I'm sitting here at the dinner table, about to sing a duet with his son, like years later. It's just kind of like wow.
So can I ask the question? I hope you answer.
Mm-hmm.
After that was all over, the night's over, this went off without a hitch. Does he come up to you and say, Daniela, puts his arm around you and says, thank you so much for what you did. This was beautiful tonight. Did you get the confidence from the Bocelli?
I did. Well, I mean, he'd obviously like as I'm leaving, I went up to him, but we're having dinner downstairs together, and he was sitting right across from me again. We're having pizza.
Yeah.
And as I'm leaving, I went to say bye, and of course I'm just like, thank you, and I hope I sing with you again. And he said the same thing. Like he was very happy. He was very nice. Like what a nice guy. I mean, just so charming, so humble, so genuine. I mean, I don't know. I hope I sing with him again.
Oh, of course you will. And let me tell you something. Just looking at that class, meaning you and him, class met class tonight, and can you believe it came full circle?
It did.
Pescatore restaurant,
right?
Incredible, incredible. I mean, I couldn't wait to get the inside scoop on that because, like I said, as the outsider looking in, I said to myself, wow, did they practice this for 6 months? Because it was spot on, man.
Yeah, it was. Nope, literally ran it twice and then performed it for the show.
Wow. And you know what? If you watch that video, you have this walk about you. And I always used to tell my friends, if you ever watched Michael Jordan back in the day walk in through the Chicago stadium when he was coming on the court, it was the walk of confidence. And young lady, you had it that night. Incredible, incredible, incredible. All right, listen, we're going to play a little game because I'm going to let you get back to regular. Like, this was the honor of honors tonight because you are on fire, and we're going to do another one. I know. So
I know.
but okay. So we're going to play a little game tonight of 5 questions.
Okay.
You answer them the way you want to, 1 or 2 answers. You want to do a sentence. So here we go.
Okay.
All right. Who were some of those early mentors in your life that you want to thank and give kudos to? If it was mom, dad, a vocalist, a trainer, who are those early mentors that you still talk about today, Daniela Crocco?
I'll say both of my parents.
They're great people.
For sure. But I will have to say my old dance teacher, Trina Jackson, and my old voice teacher, Debbie King, who's actually no longer with us. She passed away a few years ago.
Was this in Kentucky?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where I started. Like my fundamentals came from them, and if I never met them, I don't think I would be where I'm at right now.
Fantastic to give kudos to those people. All right. Favorite movie of all time that you could watch 200 times and not get bored?
Oh no, don't do this to me.
Come on, there's got to be 1 or 2. I'll give you 2.
Okay.
And it can't be the Matteo Bocelli story.
You can't. What?
It
Which
can't be
one?
the Bocelli story.
Darn it. Okay. Oh my God. The Notebook. I'll
Oh,
do a
great
little
movie.
rom-com, or not even. It's not even a comedy, just a romance.
It's a great movie.
Oh no.
One more.
That's so hard for me to answer. I watch too many movies.
Okay. Well,
I can't.
We'll go with The Notebook.
Yeah, we'll just say The Notebook.
Okay.
Because I literally just watched it the other day, and that's
good.
why
But
it's
it's
fresh
your
in my mind.
it could be your go-to even after tonight. You had nothing to do. You would watch The Notebook, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Since I'm doing the interviewing,
Mhm.
if you had to interview somebody, man or woman, whatever, it doesn't have to be your field. It could be a field, someone that's like wowed you and you said, man, I would like to just get inside that person's head, man or woman. And I know your answer right now. I know what it is, but you can't use it. It can't be me. So you can't. Who would it be?
Oh my God. These are tough questions.
Daniela.
I'm an overthinker. I really like that's so hard to narrow down.
Man or woman, who would you like to interview? Like I'm doing to you.
I got it. Julie Andrews.
Oh wow. Okay.
Julie Andrews.
Yeah.
That's actually that.
Great
Yeah.
actress. Great actress.
Julie Andrews. I love her.
Yeah.
Love her. I get so emotional just when I watch her speak, sing, act. I don't know. I love all her movies, everything. She's amazing. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. You not only sing, young lady, and you sing good, you sing great. Forget the word good because you sing great. But I notice something about you when you're on stage, if it's in a lounge or if it's at the Arcade or anything, you can move. So what is your favorite song when you're up there? What's your favorite song when you can move and dance to? What is your favorite song that you feel good when you're confident when you're moving?
That we sing or that I sing?
Sing? Yeah. And you know you got it all going on.
Okay, let's see. I'll say the Bee Gees medley.
Okay.
The Bee Gees medley that we do. I mean, I don't know.
Part of You Should Be Dancing? Staying Alive?
Well, no, Staying Alive, when that first comes on, I don't know. There's something about this groove. It just never gets old to me. It doesn't.
That's a good, great late 70s, early 80s. They had so many hits, but I know the medley you're talking about. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. What is, that hope in that go-to restaurant when a fine young gentleman comes up to you and says, Daniela, tonight we are going to, what do you want that restaurant to be, but you can't tell them. What's that restaurant you want to go to with the guy, Walk in with the, and you walk in with the Dolce Gabbana.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Well,
What's your go-to?
My go-to, let's see. Okay, right now, can I only choose one or can I choose
No,
a
you
few?
give me two.
Okay. Let's say this is so
It's your show.
Spaccanapoli.
Okay.
Spaccanapoli. I mean, it's so good. And
Nachos
then
in Ravenswood,
yeah,
that area.
and
Know it well.
I mean, currently, I gotta say, like, I'll give a shout out to Nick Nitti and Lucia Rose and Addison. I mean,
Okay. Right over there
it's
on Lake
so
Street.
good.
Very
I
good.
can't complain. I
Very
already know what I'm getting. I know what I'm ordering. It's like consistently good. I mean, I love it,
okay.
honestly.
Two good choices, and that's fantastic. And you picked two winners because, like you said, it's always consistent.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to leave you with this. I really want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart for doing this again. I wanted to know some things tonight again about you. I wanted to make it different for us tonight. You're on fire, young lady. I got a chance to see Mom the other day, and I told Mom what I told Mom. I go, you should be so proud of this young lady. You are on fire, and everywhere I go now and talk to people, your name pops up. And
Oh my God, really? Wow.
it's amazing. It's amazing. And I think
Wow.
there's even a touch of jealousy sometimes. Say, I'm going to interview Daniela, but Daniela, if you say yes to me, you made my night, and you made another
Oh
great
my God,
interview tonight.
thank you.
Thank you so much, honey. Please keep doing what you're doing, because like I said, 60-year-olds haven't done what this great 26-year-old has done. You keep doing what you're doing, honey.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, this was
Thank
great.
you.
This was great. All right, everyone. This will get out on, of course, YouTube and on Spotify in a couple days. And we're going to see what Daniela is going to hold her secret for late 2024 fall. We're going to keep it quiet.
We'll see.
Everybody will see the Bocelli song at the beginning of this, parts of it with her before this. Then you'll see the interview part. But good night, and thank you again, Daniela. Stay as sweet and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.